password to watch HBO Go. 8:40 here, Big 550 KTRS. Cat Neville and Feast Magazine segment is sponsored by our friends at Twisted Tree Steakhouse, the newest offering from Seiberg's family at Watson and Lindbergh in Sunset Hills. Jimmy Christo's running things over there. Call him at 314-394-3366. That's 314-394-3366. Jimmy Christo's one of the best. Also visit their website, twistedtreesteakhouse.com. Cat Neville is on assignment. Liz Miller is the super senior editor for Feast Magazine. Good morning, Liz Miller.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
All right, good.
Excited to be here.
Yes, well, say that after the segment. Maybe you won't be saying that.
Yes.
Well, you got two restaurants for us. Give us the first one.
So the first one is going to be Egg in Benton Park. So
Kelly's stomping grounds.
It's my hood.
Place is called Egg, EGG.
EGG, and it's an appropriate name because it is a breakfast and brunch restaurant, but it has kind of a different twist. So it's the sister restaurant to Spare No Rib, which used to occupy the space that it's in Benton Park. And Spare No Rib recently moved to a different location in Gravois Park, and so Egg is now operating 6 days a week in that space.
Can I just say, though, Spare No Rib is one of my favorite places.
Yeah, and at Egg, you get sort of that barbecue and Latin American influence that are both at Spare No Rib. So at Egg, they have really fun dishes like traditional eggs Benedict would be made with a English muffin or a biscuit. They do like a really nice sweet and savory cornbread muffin, and they'll top that with, there's a couple different menu options, but one of them is the smoked pork belly, which is a menu item at Spare No Rib, and it's wonderful. It's luscious. It's rich. It kind of marries really well with that sweet and savory corn muffin.
Can I ask a question? What is a pork belly?
It's the belly of a pork.
Is that what it is?
The belly of a pig.
Well, in this case, yeah, it's just a cured in smoke belly.
Okay.
So
It's very rich.
straightforward. Yeah, very rich, very indulgent. A great brunch dish.
All right.
Gonna need a nap after that. And they have a lot of other fun stuff. So they have like a topped sweet cornbread, almost like a biscuits and gravy. Two options with that. You can either get a wild mushroom gravy or a fennel pork sausage gravy. Again, really rich, hearty food. And it has that sort of Latin American influence.
All right.
So good stuff. And they have cocktails and coffee and all that good stuff.
And a
It's
great
a
place
really
for
cute
brunch.
place.
Great place for brunch. Yeah,
Great place for brunch. All
I was
right.
there this weekend, and they have a line out the door. It's
Yeah. How big is it?
It's a pretty small space. So they do on the weekends, I would say, get there early. Be prepared to wait in line for maybe 5-10 minutes. 100% worth it.
But they're open during the week now, too, aren't they?
6 days a week. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Egg, 2200 Gravois Road in Benton Park, right next to Kelly Jackson's house.
Thanks a lot.
There are two places in Benton Park, Kelly's house and Egg. All right, what's number two for us?
Number 2 is Club Rockwell. So Rockwell Beer Company is a new brewery in St. Louis. It launched earlier this year, and they're going to be opening a tasting room next year, brewery and tasting room off of Van Devener. And so in the interim, they're doing this pop-up series called Club Rockwell. It's every Wednesday night, and you can buy tickets online at their website. They hosted at TechArtista, which is where the brewery's offices are currently located. That's at 4818 Washington Boulevard in the Central West End. And they do really fun stuff. So the brewer, Andy Hilly, he was previously at Perennial Artisan Ales in the Carondelet neighborhood for about 4 years. And he does really creative and fun beers. So when I was there 2 weeks ago, they were doing like really fun stuff. They had a meringue beer. It was an IPA brewed with lactose, sugar, lemon, and vanilla. And then they had another one that they called the 100.
The what?
The 100. I believe it's a 100 reference.
Keeping
it 100%.
Okay, gotcha.
It was an imperial sweet stout brewed.
That's a little STL joke.
Yeah.
Keeping
Keeping it 100. An imperial sweet stout brewed with a bunch of rye and oats, and so it was like a darker beer, but it really it was very drinkable. It was light, which typically with a darker you might expect it to be a little bit heavier, a little bit more robust. But yeah, they're both lovely beers. He does really fun and different stuff. He had a event a couple months ago where he made a saison with like yuzu juice, so it was like tart and flavors that you don't traditionally associate necessarily with beer, but with craft beer are definitely flavors that you're seeing a lot more of. So it's kind of fun to see what he's doing.
So he's opening up a brewery and a tasting room where?
It is going to be at 1320 South Van Devener, and he's hoping
in the Grove area over there?
It's near the Grove. So it's kind of near that IKEA, in between IKEA and the Grove, if you will.
Over there.
And yeah, it's going to be a huge space.
Right. And so while he's building the brewery, he has pop-up nights? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so Club Rockwell at TechArtista in the Central West End is every Wednesday night.
And you go there, and it's just a way for him to spread the word and have a little fun and meet some friends.
Yep,
And
it's new beers every week, so you can go, you can go once a week, every week, and try new stuff. And they have a really fun separate room, which is actually the club, where they have it's all candlelit and dark and dim, and they have fun music, and so it's very kind of like interesting, different, and again, like a really fun thing that we don't have anything like here.
And TechArtista, that's the name of the space?
TechArtista, yeah, it's a co-working space in the Central West End. A huge building, it's a beautiful building. And Rockwell currently, since they're still under construction with the brewery, have office space there.
Okay. Explain to me their logo. It's a camel in front of the arch.
Well, I was going to say, I'm glad you mentioned that because they have a super talented designer. Her name is Chris Hortle. And this is just one of many of their logos. So they do have the camel with the arch here, but they also have some really fun stuff. And I should say that when they, in addition to Club Rockwell, the last Friday of the month, they host an event called Final Friday. And at that event, you get everything you get at Club Rockwell, as well as live music, food, and then they give out free glassware. And each piece of glassware is etched with a different logo for Rockwell.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you can kind of collect all of them.
What's the website for Rockwell Beer Company to find out more? Do we have one, or we just go to?
I would go to Facebook and search Rockwell Beer Company
Go to
for the
Facebook,
most updated information on their events.
And then Wednesdays are their pop-up nights.
Wednesday is the pop-up night at Club
And
Rockwell.
then, and then Egg in Benton Park, and their website is breakfastcamefirst.com.
Yes.
Good.
Which is fun.
Liz Miller, what's going on with Feast Magazine we should know about?
Well, I have to mention, so Kat obviously is not here. She's been in New York since Saturday.
Picking up some awards or something.
Yeah, so on Monday, very exciting, she's in town for the Folio Show. It's an annual publishing conference and award show in New York City. And publications from all across the country compete in the awards and attend the show. So on Monday, she was there to represent Feast, and we won a best single article for editorial.
Yes, of
a
course.
story from our September 2015 issue. It was about our barbecue scene called "Smoke the Competition."
Nice.
And then yesterday, she spoke at a CEO summit with food and wine editors and folks from like Redbook and all that good stuff.
How about that?
To learn about the industry.
Look at her hobnobbing.
Look at her.
I know.
Liz Miller, senior editor at Feast Magazine. She's the real brains behind the operation. While Kat's collecting all the hardware, Liz Miller is the one slaving back in the back room in the sweatshop. Liz Miller, great job. Thanks for coming in. Have a good week, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
8:46 here, Big 550, Kate.